Well, welcome everybody as we look at this November 169 November ferry trip I did. It's a 1962 E model 180 that was having a lot of modifications conducted up at Bushliner, Green Valley at Granite Falls, Washington. They threw on a 470-50 PPonk motor, Sportsman kit, VGs, MT propeller, new glass panel in it with the custom Bushliner electrical system. And I did the initial FCF or functional check flight work on the airplane, and then once we were satisfied with it, I headed down to San Jose, California to deliver it to the new owner. For this trip, I brought 169 November down to Harvey Field, and I was going to put her in my hangar for the night. That was going to let me get a nice early start at sunrise the next morning without any frost. Well, good morning everybody. As you can see, it is a clear and cold morning. Gonna get 169 November down to her owner and looking forward to a nice trip to San Jose. We've had the Tannis heater and the battery minder on her all night. She's nice and warm in there. Should be a good trip down. Oh, look at this beautiful lighting. Fully adjustable rheostat. Avionics. We go red. Let's get this baby started. Well, I've got the brakes set, the chocks are still in. I just wanted to get this shot. Shows you how highly effective the sequence flashing LED wing lights are. LEDs all the way around, and of course nothing better than listening to that big bore Continental. She purrs, getting warmed up. Great view here of the Bushliner custom interior lighting. Two different colors, red and white, variable intensity, very effective. You'll see some more pictures of that later. Here's 9-7 Bravo tied down out in the cold with frost. I think she was pouting. Timing for departure worked out real well. We had good civil twilight, had some lower clouds, but I knew the weather and the visibility was going to be good as we headed our way down south through the I-5 corridor, east of Seattle's Class Bravo airspace, and then down just to the west of Portland eventually. Windmills are on the southwest flanks of Mount Rainier, just north of Toledo, Washington area. Obviously a little bit of fresh snow last night. As we got into the Portland, Kelso area, weather was continuing to improve and the trip was going along really nice. The airplane was flying smooth, the engine was purring. It was a really gorgeous morning to be airborne. plane is nicely rigged, flies wings level, hands off. Gotta love that. Favorite mods that Bushliner has designed is this rework of the electrical system on the Cessnas. I just love the layout, I love the function of it, I love the safety engineering behind it. Give them a call, find out what they can do for you. My plan was to drop in Creswell, Oregon and see Kyle Bushman at Ragwood Refactory. Well, but the fog was rolling in, wasn't going to let me get there, so I made the decision to basically divert into Lebanon State there in Oregon, grab some gas, and that would let me stay above and overclimb, overfly any fog in the south. I knew it was clear once I got down to the Shasta area. Well, we are in Lebanon. We stopped early because of the fog rolling in Eugene. Beautiful morning. It's always an adventure though. The fuel reel wants to continually unwind, so we put the ladder on it to hold it in place. Gorgeous morning here, about 28 degrees, just hour 55 minutes down to here. So things are going good. We may end up having to do one more short stop, which probably makes sense. Go buy cheap gas somewhere out around Byron, California before I take it all the way to San Jose. Let's put some gas in it and keep going. So my plan leaving Lebanon was to head down to the south and lean towards the east. I knew that the crest of the Cascade Mountains was going to be clear, but I also wanted to overfly Crater Lake. I'd never got to fly directly over it down low, and today was the perfect day. And with fog to the west, fog to the east, hey, staying in the clear gave me some options. One of the things I found was a surprise was this Mount Thielsen. I'd never really seen it from down low. What unique perspective, and a great day to fly by it and check it out. If you've spent any time in Central Oregon, you know the place is full of cinder cone volcanoes. Here's one just north of Crater Lake. This is where lava was erupting, and it would spew up into the air, and then it would cool before it fell back to the earth and create these wonderful cinder cones. It is obviously the top of a collapsed volcano. They figure it's about 7,700 years ago. And the caldera is about 2,200 feet deep. The lake, 1,900 feet at its deepest point, about 5 miles across to give you a scale of its size. It is big and absolutely stunning, beautiful water around it. It's part of a national park. There's a wonderful rim trail around it as well. And then it's got the cinder cone there in the top. Well worth coming and checking this out. day to fly by Mount Shasta. Shasta sits in the very north end of California, kind of as the gate guard for you, welcoming you into California. She's a little over 14,179 feet tall, and in America with 11th highest peak. Real popular. It's got a ski hill. Weed, California is right there on the northwest flanks. It was great to see the good snow load already getting put on her. This is early November, and she was standing out for all to enjoy. Just on the south flanks is Shasta Lake, and it has been under severe drought for a number of years. It was glad to see it starting to fill back up, and after this year's record snow, Shasta Lake would actually fill completely for the first time in a number of years, as most of the California reservoirs did. It was great to see. Get past Shasta, you just lean slightly back towards the west. It brings you into the Sacramento Valley. Takes you from Redding down to Chico and all the way into the Sacramento area. Here we're looking down on Travis Air Force Base. Kind of unique design. The base sits in the middle, has a runway that extends to the northeast and out to the southwest. Good old Sacramento River Deltas. We're coming in towards Pittsburgh, California. Coming in from the northeast into San Jose over the Calaveras Reservoir, you kind of run down through the canyon to stay out of the San Francisco Class Bravo. Checked in with them and they said proceed to the Embassy Suites Hotel. Kind of unique shape. Eventually I found it, and then it was easy to just join the right downwind landing back to the north. Airplane is just about there. Let's see if we can make one good landing in front of the owner. $333.07. Welcome to your airplane, Paul.
Thanks, dude. Whoa. Holy shit, you were hauling ass. I think it was hauling. I don't know if you had a tailwind or what, but you were getting.
We had a little bit of tailwind, a little bit of headwind the first part. I was still trying to keep it, 70 to 75%, even though it's really broke in. It's like, let's still do it for this run, and now we know it is. But yeah, going across the Cascades up there, you're up at 9.5 anyway to give yourself options and great true airspeed. So yeah, from what were we, 307 airtime from Lebanon. Wow. And she did well. She did well. Woo. There we go, 169 successfully delivered. I think we got another happy customer.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
She flew well.
Thanks for coming along, everybody. Hope you enjoyed it. Jughead is out.